Welcome to Spencer House and our Staff for Soldiers Christmas Reunion Party 2016. It is such a pleasure to see you all here tonight, gathered from all my many meetings at Headley Court, and no doubt you've all had a pretty good reunion already. It is my great honour, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, to be our guest of honour tonight, and no more better honour could Staff for Soldiers have as a charity. I know how many of you have met His Royal Highness on his many visits to Headley Court. I would also like to welcome our guests from Estonia who have flown all the way over, and especially Kat Pellet, who's one of our biggest supporters, come from all the way from San Francisco, so that we can keep remembering all of what all of you do to serve your country. And we all could not be more grateful. So thank you for all your letters, all your support, because in fact you keep this charity going. And we will keep going with your beautiful clothes and the parties and the reunions and reunions for your children and reunions for all your partners too. So have a wonderful evening, and I would now like to introduce you to my ambassador, Matt Wester.
Afternoon, guys. Okay, so I'm Matt Weston. A lot of you probably can't see me, so I'll paint a picture because I am vertically challenged. So I'll briefly describe for those of you that can't see me. So I'm a triple amputee. I lost both my legs and my right hand in an explosion. A large proportion of my intestines, bladder, etc., etc. Shot myself through the leg. The usual stuff. Averagely handsome but ridiculously modest, so you know what they're doing and didn't know the ins and outs of it. So I was very confident going to the Chief of Police and describing exactly what equipment did, and I had no problem doing that. But after injury, my confidence, it just dropped. I became an introvert. Now, a lot of those of you I was at Headley Court with, you may recognise me, but I have no idea what this guy's name is. I've never actually spoken to the guy. He keeps himself to himself, doesn't really talk to anyone, and I've been like that since I started at Headley Court, and it was my second week there, and Emma was actually the first non-military, non-medical, and the only person who wasn't in my family that I actually spoke to. So having that person to talk to, completely blank slate, really, that was pretty powerful itself. Now, I kept myself together for a few years. My mentality was pretty good, but things took a turn for the worst. Years down the line, I ended up a suicidal wreck. My confidence was terrible. I wouldn't leave my flat. I wouldn't say boo to a goose. Now I tell that goose to jog on. I'm pretty happy doing this stuff. And that's all thanks to the work that Emma has been doing. The first one of these events I came to, I was so terrified to even go in the building, and now I'm sat up here, doing my best to try and give a speech in front of all of Emma's friends and customers. And as a result of going to so many of these events and seeing so many people, this is one of not many places that I actually feel completely comfortable. It's really helped my confidence, and one thing that really stuck with me, when I was looking at employment options, Emma said that you'll get along really well in business, and that really stuck with me. And that I really dig deep on my time at Barclays, and I've now been working there for 2 years, and in turn it's my job now to give veterans opportunity to get employment, and that's all as a thanks to Emma's to hard work. Now, I'm going to leave my glamorous assistant Alex for this bit now. Yeah. So me and a few of the guys decided it would be nice to give Emma a token of appreciation. Now, Emma has been running this charity since 2008, but the original inspiration for the military link was actually because of her father's service in the 2nd Gurkha Rifles.
It's really Matt's inspiration, and I think everyone's come on board, and really, really keen.
Do you want to take the stick now, yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
Over to Alex.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
You're right.
I will kiss you later, Matt.
Fantastic.
I got mine too early. In 3 minutes, I think I can just about sort of sum up what Emma has done for all of us, and really just say thank you for being there. You came up with an idea that was sort of so outside the box, but yet has attracted sort of so many people from the armed forces. Emma started with her shirts, but it's moved on to so many other things, from sticks, and so many people who've bought into the idea. And you're wonderful at sort of selling the idea, and so many people here that I need to thank, and actually thank God I've only got 3 minutes, because otherwise I'd have to thank each and every one of you. I'm pretty sure I'd forget one or two and it'd be very awkward, but it's a great big thank you to the entire crowd, a great big thank you to Emma, a great big thank you to you, Your Highness. I just earlier today, the conversations as when was the last time you met the Prince of Wales, Celio Headley Court came up a lot. I personally remember sort of meeting you very underdressed, and I apologise for that. But it gave a huge sort of uplift to everyone that was there, and it's very, very strange. You sort of come out of the army, you sort of get to grips with your injuries. You're probably not quite the person that you were. And it is because of the general public and because of people like yourselves that you're able to sort of stand back up on your 2 feet. Excuse the arithmetic, but you know, it's giving us a sort of sense of purpose, a sense of belief in ourselves, certainly a sense of style as well. I think we can all agree on that.
So this alteration to how an individual felt about his or her body meant that some found it hard to receive visitors initially, people like me coming in interfering, sometimes even from their own families and friends. And I recall hospital staff telling me how some people were trying to be helpful in offering to visit, but this added to the pressure felt by the injured service personnel. Each individual patient was told of any impending visits and asked if they wished to take part or not. And interestingly, a significant proportion were quite selective in who they wished to meet, and cited the fact that they did not feel comfortable enough with their injuries to allow strangers to visit, to see their injuries and to discuss them. Rehabilitation, therefore, is not solely about rehabilitation of the body, but also from psychological scars and the resultant damage to self-esteem and self-confidence. If I may say so, this is where Style for Soldiers does such a magnificent job. We all know the way in which clothing can affect mood in a major way. So for injured service personnel, making a new life as a civilian, which may involve a job interview, can be a thoroughly daunting task. Wearing clothing in which one looks the part can inspire self-confidence, which in turn can contribute positively to the interview process. The Style for Soldiers website contains numerous testimonials from injured personnel who have received some assistance from Emma and her associates. The courage and determination of these injured service people shines through, as well as their gratitude for receiving such help at a time of difficult transition back to civilian life. And for what it is worth, I can only express my heartfelt gratitude to Emma and to Style for Soldiers for offering such an invaluable service to our military personnel who have served their country so utterly selflessly and courageously. So for me, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very proud moment to join you all here, particularly having seen quite a few of you in hospital. Some of you probably can't remember I was even there, having had to write messages at the end of your bed on a clipboard while standing up, and I don't think anybody could ever read what I said. But then to see you later, to see you now again, several years later, walking about, running about, being rushed about by my youngest son at Invictus Games.
It is my great pleasure to ask if Your Highness you would present this to Harrison Brace. And I hope Harrison is quite close by. Harrison, I think, for all the wonderful letters that we received. There is no competition, but you have written a 4-page letter by hand to me in capital letters. It was the most beautiful letter. Please receive. think, Mr. Royal Highness present to Charles Pienaar, being, I think, regiment. Charles
He
is.
doesn't know he's getting it, does he?
He's coming, he's coming.
Charles, it's another surprise.
Give you the reins, come on.
Charles Pienaar, I know you're the man who least likes attention, like quite a lot of you here tonight.
I promise you, it makes me so proud, and is such a reward for all of us to see the fantastic difference that all those dedicated staff who put you back together again make, but also, if I may say so, to you, because of your utter determination to overcome the worst challenges possible. So I think you're fantastic. Bless you, and have a very happy Christmas.